Are you getting bored with a traditional bruschetta on your antipasto table? My Three Mushroom Bruschetta makes mushrooms the star in this twist on the classic spread. Hi everyone, welcome to Let's Celebrate TV. I'm your host, Peter Lee. Today, our celebration is all about mushrooms. We're making a Three Mushroom Bruschetta. Now, bruschetta, maybe you don't know what it is. Traditionally, it's an Italian-American dish. It's toasted bread. It usually has tomatoes and basil and onions and garlic on it. It's delicious. We're going to go a little different today, and we're going to make a Three Mushroom Bruschetta. I have here a nice big skillet, heating up over medium heat. We just need to add about a tablespoon of olive oil. And we're going to let that go until it's shimmering. Let's start building this bruschetta. To start, we're going to add some onion. This is one large onion that I just chopped up right in our pan. Next up is garlic, of course. I have 4 cloves here that I just minced up. We're just going to let this cook, stirring it now and then for a few minutes until the onions start to get soft and the garlic gets nice and fragrant. Okay, my onions and garlic are getting nice and soft and fragrant. So let's talk about the 3 mushrooms that we're going to use today. We're going to start with Shiitake mushrooms. I have 3.5 ounces, which weighs out to about 99 grams. What's a shiitake mushroom? This is a shiitake mushroom. You see them a lot in Asian cuisine. They're delicious. All we have to do with these is take the stem off. Pulls right off. You don't want to eat this like other mushrooms. It's very fibrous and woody. They're good for stocks, but today we're just going to discard them. Now all we have to do is chop up the cap. Very simple. Just like that. We're going to put these right in our pan. Next up, I have 8 ounces of Cremini mushrooms that I've chopped up. Cremini mushrooms are baby portobello mushrooms. They're brown. They look like a regular button mushroom, except they're brown. They're delicious. And then finally, I have here 10 ounces, which is about 280 grams of white button mushrooms that I chopped up. Now, we're going to hit this generously with salt and pepper. The salt and pepper not only flavor, it's going to help the mushrooms start to release all their liquid, and this is all going to cook down and intensify in flavor. We're going to give this a stir, and we're going to let it cook for 5 to 7 minutes until it starts to really cook down and get delicious. All right, it's been about 7 minutes. My mushrooms have cooked down, and what we've done is it's released all of the water and all the flavor of the mushroom is behind. So they're almost dry. Now it's time to add even more flavor. We're going to start with some white wine. This is the kind I like. This is a dry white wine. That's very important. You want a dry white wine. I'm using Sauvignon Blanc today. You could use a Chardonnay, whatever you like. Just a good healthy splash. That's a good amount. Next up is we're going to do some chicken stock. I have 8 ounces or 240 mils of chicken stock. Now, if you wanted to keep this dish all vegetarian, you could use vegetable stock as well. Right in our pot. Let's give it a stir. Now I'm going to increase the heat a bit. I'm going to bring this up to a boil. We're going to let it cook, and I'll stir it occasionally. And what will happen is those mushrooms will absorb all that stock and wine. It's been about 10 minutes, And our mushrooms are ready. They've soaked up all of that stock and wine. So now it's time to add a little more freshness. We're going to start with adding some tomatoes. I have here 4 ounces, which is about 110 grams of fresh tomatoes that I just chopped up. Parsley is next. 2 tablespoons fresh parsley, roughly chopped. And finally, some Parmesan cheese, about 2 tablespoons that I just grated. This is going to add some salt, a little nutty flavor that goes really well with mushrooms. Let's give it a stir. Now at this point, we want to taste for seasoning and adjust if needed. That's pretty good. I want a little more pepper. All right, that should do it. Here we are, ready to serve. Look how beautifully this came out. You see all the colors, the red from the tomato, the green from the parsley. It's just beautiful, all that texture. Now, this is still warm, which is the way I like to serve it, but you could serve this at room temperature, you can serve it cold. So you can make this a day or two in advance and then heat it back up for whenever you want to serve it. Now, traditionally, you have on some Italian bread. I'm in the mood for pita today. Again, I'm going a little different. So let's give this a taste. That's so good. It's amazing. The mushrooms are complex, almost meaty. It's rich. Then you get the freshness from the tomatoes and the parsley. All of these flavors we put in, the stock and the wine, garlic, all working together to make this beautiful, delicious appetizer. I think I need to wash it down. Now I'm drinking the same wine today that I used in this. Always cook with wine that you will drink. All right, if you like this episode, do us a favor and sign up for our newsletter, and you'll get a new recipe every week. While you're at it, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit the notification bell, and you'll never miss an episode. Now, I'm going to be a really nice guy today, and I'm going to share this with my family. While I'm doing that, I want you to watch some of these episodes over here. So until next time, cheers.